I don't know. I think we were great.
Let's get to it.
And benvenuti, fellas and bellas all over the world. Welcome back to the Raff and Raff Rant. My name is Raff Pizarro, joined by my co-host tonight, Rafa Rispo. Hello, Rafa. How are we doing today?
I'm good, Ralphie boy. I'm good. How are you, my man?
Doing good. Hello to everybody in the chat. We had a nice little 2-week vacation, Rafa, but it was good. Kind of like recovering after this last half of the season. Hello to everybody in the chat. What's going on? Philip Leader, love you guys. We love you back. Luca Scoteluzzo, welcome. I think this is Michael as well. Hello, Alfonso. Good. Thank you so much, Alfonso. Thank you. 38 trips around the sun. I want to see more rants. Get mad. We will get mad. We'll get there. Don't worry, buddy. I think today is more of dust settling, but
I think
I'm
so
sure
too.
Yeah. Maybe not so much to be angry about. It was my birthday yesterday, guys. I'm in a good mood. I had a nice barbecue. Forza Macedonia is right. Yeah, let's celebrate a little bit. Danny Maluzzi, Forza Napoli, and Forza Italia, guys. Welcome.
Denny.
Yes.
So, Rafi, man, you had a birthday.
Yes, I did, sir.
What'd you guys do?
It was kind of like a family fun packed weekend for me this week, and I just wanted to chill with the fam. Kept it simple. I bought a little barbecue. It was nice. Got back on the grill. I did a little video on Instagram. If you want to take a look, that's
check the Instagram out. We can see Rafi in his glory.
My glory.
You look like you're doing one of those what are they called? The dances that the New Zealand
the haka.
Haku.
Yeah.
Right?
The haka dance.
Haka.
Yeah. That was our little version of the haka right back there. But a lot of fun. Definitely got a little bit of a sunburn. So, but
that's good. That's good.
It was nice. But here we are. Good to be back. Rafa's good to see you. I missed you. I missed everybody.
To see you too, man. Yeah.
I missed everybody.
Yeah, you're rocking some Italia like me, man. I'm going. I went vintage today, though.
I'm feeling it. I love that one.
I got to tell you what, man. On the way home, I couldn't help myself but listen to a bunch of different renditions of the Italian national anthem.
Really? Was it one of those?
I am so stoked for Euro, bro. I cannot wait.
Were you singing along, like screaming loud, like they do on the field?
A tear coming down.
A little tear came out.
Of course.
Yeah,
of course.
My brother Joe's a lot like that. It's so funny. The national anthems. I think we stood up yesterday for the USA Mexico. We'll get into that a little bit later. But
I'll tell you what, man, that was a cracker of a game, man. We'll get into that later on.
Wow,
sure.
Wow.
That was something else.
Definitely, Rafa. But you know what? Like I said, it's been 2 weeks. We've been a little bit away. It's been 2 weeks. We've been a little away. The dust has settled.
Mm-hmm.
The emotions have gone down. The blood pressure has stabilized. De Laurentiis makes this announcement with Spalletti. But more importantly, I think we'll begin today's show talking a little about maybe like a small little reaction. And we would like to hear from everybody in the crowd. So if you're watching us, get in on the thank you, Pasquale, by the way. Bon Capriano, thank you. But yeah, if you're in the chat, let's talk about the dust settling, how we saw Napoli this year, maybe the second half of this year. We did start this show around January, so we didn't get a complete season with everybody, but it was like a jam-packed second half of the season. So many emotions, so many things going on. The end of the season, just crazy game, ends strangely, and the only thing we got was basically De Laurentiis sending Gattuso off. I mean, that was it up until maybe a couple of days ago. I think they ended the Silencio Stampa, if I'm not wrong, Rafa. I think they're allowing the players to talk or something.
I mean, right now everybody's on international duty, so
right.
I'm not so sure what's going on with the Silencio Stampa. I did not see personally a release of that. I feel that Spalletti coming in and everybody away. We're still working on a kit deal. We're still working on some things. I'm not so sure everyone's breaking down the doors to talk to the Napoli players about Napoli right now, because with more than half the team away with their international team, with their national teams. As far as the Silenzio Stampa, when they return, I'm sure they'll break that because we've got to bring Spalletti in and introduce him. But yeah, man, like the Silenzio Stampa really helped us out at the end of the season. But we fell short. And it was there. It was there, and it was a good resource for us was the ability to stay away from the media because the media is
they're
just
harsh
so
sometimes.
too much. Oh yeah, way too harsh. Absolutely,
a little bit way too harsh. A little bit of way too. It's that whole thing where it feels like you're not getting out the right information. Sometimes you're just trying to get out something. And I know we need the media. Obviously, they give us our news, but sometimes. What is it that you're reporting? It's so conflicting, and it just gets everybody emotional more than anything instead of everybody informed, which is what I think they're supposed to do. But lucky for us, we have the Raff and Raff rant, and we're always going to be truthful here. But do you think that at this point, so the reason why I said about the Silenzio Stampa Raff is because I think Fabian had an interview recently regarding Real Madrid and contracts and something like that. So he said his piece. And which from my understanding means it's over according to that article, but I don't know yet. Maybe that was something with the Spanish team, and he didn't. I don't know.
Yeah, for me, it's when you're at your national team, it's the same thing as like being like with the club being away, for Champions League or Europa League. There is no Silenzio Stampa. When it comes to UEFA or FIFA, like if your team is away for cup competitions and if there's no season going on right now, so players are allowed to talk to the media with their national teams, and then if a question arises about your club, it comes up. But you know how everybody is. Oh, I just want to focus on the national team right now, and then we'll talk about it after this and after that, which is what always happens. So you're not going to get much. Like these media folk are going to go out there and ask them, but they're not going to get much from them because they're all focusing on Spain right now and focusing on Italy, and yeah, so I wouldn't read too much into what goes on right now as far as questions about these players' club future because it's a bunch of mumbo jumbo. It's just to fill the time that's allotted.
Right. Especially about markets or who's getting sold, who's getting bought. Just don't fall into the trap, guy. Boys and girls, don't fall into that trap because we're going to get a lot of that. Obviously, K2 being probably one of the bigger names out there, maybe even Fabian Ruiz, but then you hear conflicting reports. I think, guys, it's in my opinion, I don't think K2 goes anywhere. He just spoke about stretching out the contract to make the yearly sum a little bit cheaper. English Twitter says K2 to Man City United Tottenham. Right, exactly, Quentin, exactly. They've been saying this ever since he signed the damn contract for Napoli. So it's nothing new. They even said about the whole De Laurentiis wanting to save money on salaries. Again, that was all speculation and things like that. I mean, he may have said something along those lines, but you know how he is. At the same time, he's not going to just sell guys to save salary and then has to go out and buy new players to replace them. That doesn't make sense either. So I think, and especially with Spalletti, I think Spalletti is kind of like a Sadi, where it's like, I can do with what I got, I think after a few reinforcements and we'll be good to go. I'm sure a couple guys will go out the door, but Rafa, let me ask you, because we haven't talked that much in the past 2 weeks. So now that the dust is settled, all right, and I know that last game, it was, I don't know, underwhelming to say the least. I don't know what the right word is here. But now that the dust is settled, the emotions are calm. Mm-hmm. Would you be able to give me a small reaction or a big one, whatever you like, for that, maybe that last game, maybe the last few games? Because I have my opinion. I was upset. Honestly, I was a little upset at the tweet from De Laurentiis. I'll be honest. I was a little upset.
Okay.
I was and we'll get into that. But I'd like to hear from you first.
Well, okay,
Overall, that last game,
no,
last day.
maybe you should elaborate on how upset. What do you mean by upset?
Well,
What
here's the
upset
deal.
you about the tweet?
Listen, everybody knows I defend De Laurentiis. Period. That doesn't mean I'm not critical about the guy. I'm not, um, I'm not like blindly supporting somebody. He
Mm-hmm.
has his idiosyncrasies, of course, and one of those idiosyncrasies that I don't like about ADL is that I just think that sometimes he's kind of a dick,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe he needs to not say
Well,
anything or
yeah, he's got the history of saying a lot of things out of line, out of in not in great timing, in poor taste, if you will.
right.
But you're talking about the tweet saying goodbye to Gattuso.
Right. It's it's
But
it's. I mean, did it have to
what's your
happen
beef
so?
though? Did it
My beef.
it
It
happened
was
soon?
so. It
Yeah.
was. I mean, the guy was still shaking hands with people on the field practically, and the tweet came out. Nothing towards the team, nothing towards nothing towards the player. No, it just bye Felicia. That was it. Like bye Gattuso. Bye. That's it.
But the
I
thing
mean,
the thing is that this is how De Laurentiis works. You know, he will move forward. He has been working towards that moment, the future,
hmm
since March, since the rumors came out that this guy he's not staying. Gattuso's not
right.
staying. He's leaving. Obviously the rumors were true, and if we all remember again, I'll say this again, how this guy works is he's got his future in his. It's like it's ready
Right.
to go. You know, I truly believe whether it was Europa League or Champions League, Spalletti was going to be our manager. That's how I
Okay.
feel now. Now looking back, hindsight, there was the Allegri talks and the all
Let
these
me
other
check that.
managers, yeah, for the Champions League, and because those guys were available and because they were the better managers, let's just put it that way, that were available for the Champions League, that's where I was like, okay, well, Spalletti would be a sideways move.
hmm
But being how it all went down, I'm okay with the Spalletti appointment. That's getting ahead of ourselves. What we're talking
Okay.
about right now is the Gattuso thing with him leaving. Ciao Giuseppe. I really don't. I'm not bothered by it because it's typical De Laurentiis. I
But
think he.
right.
It's not like he was fired. Period. He wasn't
Right.
fired. It's not like he was fired over tweet. That's number two.
hmm
And it's not like nobody knew this was coming. Everybody knew this was coming. It just everyone knew. The team knew. He knew. Gattuso knew. The staff knew. Oh yeah, dude.
He
This
does
is
love
the
this
one.
one. Yeah.
This
He's
is the '98 World Cup one.
right.
Only
He
the
says
only
that all
thing
the
is
time.
that I noticed that before we wore kappa, we were not allowed to wear like the Nike strip wasn't the Nike check wasn't on the jerseys for those tournaments.
Hmm.
Like if you go back and look at the Diodoro ones too, not like Italy never wore like the brand here for some reason. It was Nike and it
Was
was
it just Italy or?
I don't know. I
I don't know.
think it was just Italy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to look a little deeper into it. But
Hmm.
then we got to Kappa, and even the Kappa ones, the first Kappa combat
Mhm.
one didn't have the Kappa here. It had it on the sleeves, but it didn't have it here for some
Interesting.
reason. But anyway,
Interesting. Anyway.
that's neither here nor there. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate the comment on the kit. But yeah, so Spalletti was always coming in, and Gattuso was always leaving. So I don't think that there's now if we all had no idea what was going on, and he sends this tweet out and it's like, whoa, hold on a minute, like what,
I see what you're
but
saying.
everybody knew, and it was not a shock to me. I don't think it was disrespectful. I think a lot of people read into it very, very much. And the fact that Gattuso had so many great things to say about Napoli and his time there and De Laurentiis
Mhm.
and A lot of the managers, they leave, or players too, even they leave and they take their parting shots when they leave.
Okay. Okay.
He has not done that, and
No.
I feel like this was all mutual. It was
Okay.
a mutual agreement.
Right.
So it doesn't bother me as much as it bothers maybe everybody else, but I'm fine with it. He moves quick, man. He moves quick. The only
Damn
the
quick,
only
yeah.
manager the only manager that it took a little while to get in was Sadi.
Okay.
And that only took like 20 days to announce.
I want to
But
put a comment here. I'm sorry, Raff. Did you want to?
no,
finish
no,
that thought?
no. Go ahead.
Joel saying, well, it's Joel. I'm going to get to that comment as well about respect, because I think. Okay, let me get to here real quick, and then I want to go to Quinton's. I think he got as much respect as we could give him. I mean, De Laurentiis never said anything bad about the guy. Any tweet he ever put out during the Silencio Stomp was nothing positive towards the team, towards the coach. He visited the locker room. He was said, he congratulated the team during the wins. He really didn't do anything bad to Gattuso, and vice versa. This was just whatever it was, a disagreement, or maybe Gattuso just wanting to move on, or maybe some stipulations in the contract, because that's the last thing I heard as far as Gennaro being against something with De Laurentiis. The only thing I know of is certain speculations in the contract. So I think he does get his respect. And you know what? His stock only went up. It only went up on Napoli. And now he's going to coach Fiorentina. He's making $2 million after making $600 here. He got everything. And he's going to be just fine. The team showed him respect. They hugged the dude. They almost petitioned for him to stay, but he wanted to go. So be it. They parted their ways. But I do feel like that tweet was fast. I don't know. Maybe I would have wanted some. Maybe it's a personal thing. Maybe it was something that I wanted. I wanted De Laurentiis to say, hey, sorry for the whatever, but let's move forward. Maybe he was bitter that we didn't make Champions League. I would be too if I was the president, losing, almost a guaranteed 50 mil, So
Yeah, but again, like I said, I really do believe that he was gone anyway. I don't think that this was a thing about respect or what. He was gone anyway, and I feel like we're reading a little more into it. I just think that time has come. Yeah, it's fast, but again, that's how he works, man.
Right.
This is his MO. De Laurentiis moves quickly. He moves quickly.
Gotta move on.
Yeah,
Gotta
dude.
move on. Gotta move on.
He Spalletti is technically still under contract with Inter until July 1st, and he was able to announce that, like, with permission granted or what have you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that's how he does it. He's like, "Yo, let me get this out. I need this out."
Get this
Everybody's
going.
starting to talk
Let's
about
move forward.
Conceição and this guy and that guy.
Right. But here's the other thing I want to get to. Quinton says is here, and Pasquale even added his own. I'll get to that too. Not for nothing, but it seemed like they had told the team before the last game.
I think the team knew the whole time. Gattuso and the squad were very close, tight. These guys are like, they don't just hang out for games and then go home and I'll see you next week, I'll see you at practice and I'll see you at one practice in the week.
Right.
These guys are together all the time, so obviously they all talk.
Yeah, they all know a little bit.
I guarantee you right now, Insigne knows exactly what he's doing next season. Insigne knows what Fabian is doing next season. I bet you anything, all these guys know everything that's going on.
Oh yeah.
I bet you anything. And it's not an Higuain case where he really did, out of left field, screw everybody over and say, see you later, like a thief in the night. It's not like that. Everybody talks.
Well, here's another one, because Pasquale Napolitano says they sure played like he knew he was gone either way.
I don't subscribe to that either.
No, I'll be honest. My brother said it, and I kind of agreed. I'm gonna agree with these guys here, Rafa. It really felt like the wind was out of their sails. It just really felt that way. Or was
Well,
it just
they played like crap. Let's not
right?
kid ourselves here, okay? You could blame. Listen to me, okay? While you were celebrating your birthday, I was celebrating my brother's graduation downstate. My father was there.
Okay.
Everybody was there. Obviously, my family, all my family. And the first thing my mom said to me was, "I'm sorry, you guys got screwed over." I'm like, "What are you talking about, screwed over?" He goes, "Well, Dad told me that." You got screwed in the last game and you didn't make the Champions League because you got screwed. And I look right over to my brother-in-law, who's Brazilian Sao Paulo fan, but loves Napoli like we do too. He can't stand Juve either. But we know my dad how he is with this team. Like sometimes you got to take realism into consideration too. I look at my brother-in-law, we're just like, what is he talking about? And then he's like, "No, we got screwed, Rafa. We got screwed with the Osimhen goal that we didn't get, with the Sassuolo goal at the end of the penalty kick at the end of that game, with the this and with the that and with the this and with the that." The bottom line remains.
Oh, you're talking about like a full, not just that last.
I'm talking about he's saying so I guess my mom interpreted it that we got screwed in the last match, right?
Okay.
We did not. I said no, we didn't get screwed in the last match. We sucked in the last match. We blew it is what happened. And my dad is like, yeah, we blew that. Yeah, you're right. Because he said something about the referee. The referee had nothing. The referee didn't do anything wrong in that game. No. There was nothing wrong.
Team's terrible.
The problem was we sucked. But then my dad said, "Oh no, but if this and if that, yeah, if." But guess what? We still went into the last match of the season. All we had to do was win against the second worst team in the second half of the season, Verona, and we would have gone to the Champions League, and you would be sitting on their hands in the Europa League.
But
you know what I mean?
But that's what I'm trying to say. That last game, didn't it feel like the wind was out of their sails?
It did, but I don't think that's because of Gattuso. I don't think that's because Gattuso left.
Fair enough.
And that's, I guess that's where I'm getting at is,
okay.
Yes, we lacked the mentality to finish off the season. Like, okay, guys, one more win. It got into our heads, and that's the problem with the team. It's not Gattuso. It wasn't Sarri. It wasn't. It might have been Sarri a little bit, but it wasn't Ancelotti. It's these guys need to like condition themselves in knowing that, okay, we got to put this away. This is it, and I feel like it's the core players, and they have to have some sort of a change. See, and that's why I think for me this Spalletti deal is a lateral move. You know what I mean?
Compared to like side by side to Gattuso, you're
side by side to Gattuso is a lateral move. I wanted someone who was going to bring in a whole new philosophy. Allegri. Right. Allegri's philosophy is win. I don't care how you win. Win. Doesn't matter how we look aesthetically, this, that. Win. I won't take anything for an answer. Conte even.
So then let's get into Spalletti then. So we understand what happened that last game. They blew it. Fine. Whatever it was. They blew it.
They blew it, but there's really quick, the last thing I'm going to say is there's the conspiracy theorists that are out there.
Okay.
The conspiracy theories about, they didn't want to go to the Champions League because they wanted to keep Gattuso, so they stuck it to De Laurentiis. Or they knew he was leaving anyway, so they felt betrayed, and they didn't. They did it on purpose. I can't stand that. I can't stand that. They wanted to stick it to ADL because Gattuso was leaving, so they cost them $50 million. Are you out of your mind? Yeah. Listen to Rocky. Shut up, bitch.
That was the right. Yeah,
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I mean, after the match, this is why, Rafi. This is a big reason why we needed a break, dude.
Yeah, seriously.
Because
I
was about to go off on Facebook, on Discord, on this one, on that one. These guys are professional footballers that have a goal in mind and want to win, want to go to the Champions League. You need to tell me that Insigne blew it and had the worst game of the season, which was his worst game of the season. Let's put it. Yeah. There's fantastic season, worst game of the season. Right. But you think it was on purpose because they were like, "Oh, Gattuso's leaving. Let's stick it to him."
Possibly.
Absolutely.
And then there's
Surely they have
this.
things in their contract that pays them more for Champions League qualification.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, there's the opportunities are endless when you qualify for the Champions League because you get an extra 50 mil from there. Then and that's in your league, right? Then you get the TV money. And then you
Right.
get gate receipts when the
Right.
fans are allowed back in.
Right.
It's not like who cares if we get to the Champions
Right.
League? Nothing's going to happen for us. No, you might get that contract extension for a couple extra
Exactly.
zeros in your check.
Exactly.
You might get the ability to add better players to what we already have because we have that
Right.
extra 50. Thank God, and I'll say this.
Mm-hmm.
Napoli, a lot of people out there, and I keep reading all these Chelsea and Man City accounts, and congratulations to Chelsea too, by the way. Jorginho winning the Champions League and Albiol winning the Europa League. Yeah, man. Yeah, big deal, because they truly are world class players in my mind, and very very happy for them. But what I'm saying is these what am I saying? These players that get to the Champions League and want to win the Champions League and do better, right? These are their aspirations. They're not thinking, "Oh, let's screw ADL over with his 50 mil."
Right.
It's impossible to think that way. No, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Like you said, Raff, these are professionals. They're not going to come out on the field like, you know what? I don't want to go play in the highest competition. I don't want to get the most notability and all that just so I can stick it to the president. That, by the way, paid all their salaries on time and first.
And one of the only ones are the first ones to do it.
Right.
And that's where I was going. So I'm searching through all these different accounts, and there's talk of Hakim Ziyech coming in. And Chelsea fans are saying stuff like, "Oh, pay us. You can't afford him." Napoli have no money. That was the one that Napoli have no money.
Yeah.
Napoli actually is one of the teams that didn't qualify for the Champions League that can still keep Fabian Zielinski, Lozano, Koulibaly if they wanted to. They don't have to sell these guys. He wants to cut payroll. He wants to do that. Do they have to do that? Absolutely not. They don't have to do that. Napoli are in fantastic shape when it comes to money. And like I said earlier, last season, you miss one season of Champions League, no good. Okay. You miss two, no good. You got to get back in year 3. You miss 3, it's a disaster because now you're starting to crumble.
Now you're starting to bleed,
but we are not a broke team. I love it. I love when people say Napoli don't have the money. Napoli could go get Hakim Ziyech like this if they want to right now.
Right.
So I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. So let's get into Spalletti a little bit, Rafa, because now we got this new coach at the helm. I know you had said about new mentality, but do you think he brings something new, something fresh? Whether it be or maybe he can kind of continue building on what Gattuso started, because I know they play a similar formation. Maybe they both have a lot of pride. They both want to see strong attacking football. Do you think that Spalletti can tactically get this team a little bit sharper, maybe with the addition of a new left back that we desperately want and need, and maybe in the addition in the midfield, depending on what happens with Fabian Ruiz and the game? Do you think that Spalletti can maybe? I don't want to say take Napoli to a new level, because I agree with you. Maybe it was a lateral move, but do you think he can give them a little bit more to what they already have?
What he can bring to Napoli that Gattuso didn't have, or that Sadi even didn't have when he came in, is experience in this league. You know, Sarri had one season with Empoli in Serie A. He had brought them up from Serie C, which was great. He had the philosophies. He had the right players at the right time.
Yes.
It all worked out. It all worked out for him. You know, he goes on to Chelsea, wins the Europa League, finishes third. He goes to Juventus, wins the Scudetto. These are things that he's done, and he's building himself a, experience, right? Gattuso's only experience in Serie A football was Milan, and the same thing happened where, you know, they missed out by 1 point. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, what I feel like Spalletti has as an upper hand, and again, you know, the season's over. We have the manager in. You kind of do like a double take and kind of think to yourself, you know what? Let's start thinking of the positives this guy's going to bring instead of going, oh, why Spalletti? It could have been this guy and that guy. You know, Spalletti sucks.
Right.
The truth is, Spalletti doesn't suck. Compared to the managers that were available at the time, Spalletti was like a little bit, you know, the unsexy pick. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, he's got this duck that he plays with. You know.
I saw
it was a Biancaneve, right?
Yeah.
He's a weird guy. You know what I mean? He's a weird guy, but he is a passionate guy. So when it comes to passion, I'm not sure if it's going to be matched the way Gattuso matches the passion, but he's definitely a very passionate guy, and he's very outspoken about his club. What he brings that Gattuso didn't have, like I said, is this experience. Okay, so you're gonna. I like what you said. You said we bring in a left back, an experienced left back, right?
Yeah.
Emerson Palmieri played with Spalletti.
Right.
Spalletti played with Politano. Spalletti played with who's the other guy that we were linked to that they were talking about? They were talking about Florenzi coming in too to help back up Di Lorenzo.
I didn't hear that one.
I heard about it. I heard about it, but they played with him. You know, he played with Manolas. You know, he Manolas played under him. They're talking about Nainggolan too. Apparently, that was a rumor last week. I don't know what's going on with that, but Nainggolan too. These are players that have played under Spalletti that have done really well, and also Spalletti managed Dzeko and Icardi with Roma and Inter in his last Roma stint, and then with the 2 seasons at Inter, and Dzeko scored a ton of goals, and Icardi was capocannoniere twice.
Right.
So he's very attack minded, and he can work really, really well with Osimhen. I think the point that he's going to drive home is get that ball to Osimhen. You know, get it to Osimhen because Osimhen will bury these goals. You know,
I was reading Raff for that one. He also plays the 4-2-3-1. I think one of his big tactics was to have that winger where you would kind of see Politano play. Cross the ball into Icardi. Icardi can kind of get right behind the defense in between the goalie and go for a shot and score a goal.
Right.
He did a lot of that. Was probably what made him the Capocanero. But they also said that eventually teams started figuring this out and was able to cut off those things. So I was worried about that. What if that happens again? All right, they're going to try to figure us out, and then that's it. But then I thought about it, and with the options that he has in attack, he can do a lot of different things. He can do a lot. He has a lot of different options to score. And I don't think we're going to be a crossing team. I don't see it in Napoli. I don't think we're the tallest team. We're not the most physical team, but we are quick. I think we're fast. I think we have a lot of people who can go for goal. So I'm curious to see how if he lines up with that same formation that Gattuso did. I guess it's good because we still have this experience. We did it now for about a season and a half. What I'm curious to see is if he goes with that same tactic, how he's going to configure the lineup, who plays where. The big. It's hard to even really go further than speculation because is Fabian gonna stay? What are we gonna do with the left back? It really, really depends on our market. I don't think the front gets touched personally. I don't think nobody's going anywhere.
I wouldn't touch it at all. No.
But He likes Politano. Does he start giving Politano more starts? What is he going to do with Lozano? Do we keep Lozano? Lozano could get sold. I know Ancelotti now, Real Madrid. I know Lozano wants to go to Spain. It's not a far-fetched idea. I put it up on Twitter. What happens if we sell? Some people got mad at me, but it was a what-if moment. Like, what if we sell Lozano and end up keeping Unas as a backup to Politano?
Yeah, I don't know.
I know it's a
No,
big what if. We won't
I
get
don't
into that,
know.
but let me know if you're hearing this. Hit me up in the comments. What do you think of
I'm
that? It's a
not.
big what if. I don't say I
I
support it.
yeah.
I don't support
No, no,
it.
no. And we
I
won't
don't
talk too
support
much
it.
about it because that's a
But
little
it's
much.
a little. Hey, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Eh. I don't know. So, Lozano, I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna go. I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna go anywhere. I think he's pretty happy at Napoli right now.
Yeah.
Him and Osimhen linking up together works out. I honestly don't think anybody leaves from the
From the main
attack. I
core.
really believe. I believe that now what happens is we might drop Petagna and use Mertens as the backup to Osimhen, right?
Okay.
And add a guy like if we can add a guy like Ziyech to help Insigne when he needs it, that's a pretty deadly attack,
Mm,
you know.
yeah.
Let's not forget that we have Zielinski in that trequartista spot,
Right.
and looking to possibly use Zaccagni, if we can bring him in
Right.
as maybe a backup to him. If Fabian goes, we'll have to get somebody there, but we still have him. Like right now, it's very early to tell. We haven't even like Spalletti hasn't even come to Naples yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if it's basically what it is like just a plug and play. Take Gattuso out, put Spalletti in at this point. You know what I mean?
Right.
And yeah, work on the obvious needs, which is maybe one more backup center back, maybe definitely a left back, definitely a backup right back, and maybe help on the midfield. Because Bakayoko is back to Chelsea and he's going to get sold, and I don't think Napoli's going to buy him. Lobotka is Lobotka. And we only really have Demme back there, if we're selling Fabian, so we have to talk about that. That's what's got to happen. We
Right.
got to get people in place, for that position, and then we can start tweaking, the lineups. But I mean, listen, no, we didn't make the Champions League. Yes, we missed out on the last game of the season. We had destiny in our own hands, but we did not have a terrible season. By any stretch of the imagination, we did not have a terrible season. Yes, we lost 9 matches. Yes,
We had a
did.
tough season, but definitely.
It was
not
a tough
terrible one.
season. It was a tough season, but it was not a terrible one. We were we were among the most goal scoring clubs in all of Europe. All
Right.
of Europe. So it'd be ludicrous to touch that,
Right. Right.
especially
right.
with an attacking manager like Spalletti coming in. Yeah, maybe they figured him out, but
But that's the thing. They
I
figured
don't
him out
think
with
he.
this one
I
Icardi.
don't think
we
he
have
ever
more.
had. I don't think he ever had a team as deep as Napoli is now. Too. That's
Exactly,
another thing.
brother.
Is Napoli's a deep squad. So
Right. Roma at the time was like selling off players,
right.
And he was, he had Cassano, he had all those personalities between Cassano and Totti that he had to deal with. Say, this is my club. It's hard for a coach to deal with that. I want to read this one off Pianese. Good day, guys. Good day, Pianese. I think at this stage, those news have zero fundamental. Agreed. Napoli is not talking to the media, which I think that changed, but anyway, and the media are trying to create bad vibes with the fans. But no media has an idea about what DL has in his plan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds pretty accurate.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, that's how it always is. I feel like the media. Listen, these are slow days. They don't call it the silly season for nothing. There's slow days when it comes to club. Everyone's talking about Euro 2020, the CONCACAF thing that happened yesterday.
Ooh.
The whole all
crazy.
of the World Cup qualifying that's going on. Copa America, Gold Cup's coming up. Euro is here. Under 21 just finished. The Olympics are even coming up too. So
Yes.
like there are a lot of things that are going on right now that the media can focus on, but there are still those. There's still that diehard club fan that craves the news. Like everybody, and I know this goes for everybody. I think everyone goes on Napoli news. Not Calcio Napoli 24, Tutto Napoli, Aria Napoli.it, Napoli Magazine, Urone Channel. Everybody goes to these news sources to see what's going on with Napoli. But, we just finished the season. This is not COVID days where the season's coming back right now. We got to look. There's going to be some time in between this. We're going to have time.
Right.
That's why the shows are going to come few and far between, and more geared towards Italy when the Euros start, because there's unless something breaks, which does normally, but all these players are out with their national teams. They're not going to negotiate contracts yet. You have to wait till that's done. Right. So all we could do right now is pretty much say, okay, what's he gonna play? Yeah, what can he play with what we have? And
which he's not much. He said that he's a type of coach like that. He can do what he got, and I think he has a whole lot. And they just need to reinforce a few pieces, and we're ready to go. It's plug and play, like you said, Rafa. I couldn't agree more.
Listen, the guy's not a bad manager. I know. I talked a lot about him, like not wanting him to come in because of this, that, and the third. But he's
done
now. Everything. Yeah, he's done. I mean, he's got 2 Coppa Italias. He's got a Super Cup. He won two Russian Premier Leagues, a Russian Cup, a Russian Super Cup with Zenit. He came back and got Roma to the Champions League, and then came back and got Inter back to the Champions League, which, is no small feat. Inter was, with Milan in banter era over there. You know what I mean? And one other thing that he did that nobody really seems to like to talk about is because he had one stint with Udinese, one season, like in 2000, 2001. And then he went off to Ancona and came back to Udinese and coached them for 3 seasons and got them 7th, 6th, and then 4th. Right. 4th place. So he got Udinese in 04-05 to the Champions League. I mean, Di Natale was on the team, but I can't remember another player on that team. And then he came to Roma, 3 straight second place finishes. One of them was like, I think on the last day they lost out, I believe, if I could recall. And then he started dropping a little bit with Roma as they had to sell. They had a lot of problems with ownership and this and that. And then went to Zenit, won, and then came back to Roma, like I said, had those 2 seasons, 3rd place, 2nd place, and then 4th with Inter both times, and got them back to the Champions League. So, it's not like he's a slouch. He's not a slouch. He's a decent manager who's going to get us some wins. Maybe we could win a trophy or 2. It'd be nice to see us win in Europe. But I don't want to put any expectations or labels on what we have to do. I see a lot of people on the Facebooks and I see a lot of people in the Discords saying it's Scudetto or bust. I disagree, especially right now. You can't say Scudetto or bust. You cannot do that. We don't know who's coming. We don't know who's going.
Right.
There's no fair to put that kind of pressure on a guy like Spalletti who's coming in for the first time to this club and just say, oh, it's Spalletti, Scudetto, got to win the Scudetto. No, we got to get back to 4th place. We got to get back to Champions League, and then we could talk about the Scudetto. That's first and foremost.
Vincenzo says he's past his prime as a coach, but good enough to get us top 4.
Well, that's what we need. So if this is another stepping stone to get to where we need to be, then so be it. You know what I mean? Because, Ancelotti screwed us, and then Gattuso tried his best and couldn't get it done under the conditions that he was in. And now it's Spalletti who's got to get us there. Right. And if he can get us there, job done. And if we can get there and someone else is available, Antonio Conte, whoever.
Right.
Then so be it. So be it. Or if he gets us a Scudetto, even better, But we can't just put those expectations on somebody that's not even out of contract with Inter yet. Let's wait. We have to wait. Now, if we get a DePaul, Emerson, Ziyech, Florenzi, Zaccagni, Raspadori to back up Osimhen, now we're fucking talking. Excuse my language. Now we're talking. Now you can say, okay, this team needs to win the Scudetto.
Right.
and not lose any of those players. You know what I mean? Maybe sell
Yeah.
Fabian, maybe like a couple of other scrubs.
Right.
Maybe we do bring up one of the kids. I know that
Right,
the
right.
playoffs are going on. I think that I have stopped following what has happened with that that Primavera playoff.
We got to call Joe.
Someone call Joe.
Somebody
Where's
get
Joe?
Joe on the horn.
Joey!
Where are you?
Where you at, Fischetti?
Well, Rafa, you know what?
Yeah.
But before, because we're gonna get into a little bit of NazioNapoli before we go. We're hitting the 45-minute mark. We'll do a quick intro. But before the intro, let's do the birthday giveaway. Let's give away something, right? I mean, what we'll all be waiting for. Awesome,
let's do it.
So
why don't you talk about what we're giving away, brother?
So yeah, definitely. So I got my hands on a figurine from the kind of like it was those 1980 kind of action soccer action figures. I got one of Diego Maradona, so I picked one up. We have a T-shirt, to celebrate. We hit 300 members on Facebook for the Calcio Napoli Club. We breezed past it already. I think we're at 330 today. I checked this afternoon. So I wanted to give away a T-shirt. I know we have most of our viewers are members, some are not. Either way, it's a T-shirt from CNC plus this action figure. Toys and clothes. What better gift did you get for your birthday, Rafa? So I wanted to kind of wanted to do something similar. So that's what it is, guys. If you want to see the pictures, they're on Instagram. Check it out. But we had about I think it was 25 people signed up for it. Really cool. So we're gonna bring out the spinner again like we did last time. Pick a winner. I will try to contact you again. If you do win, you have 48 hours to claim your prize or respond to me so we can get your mailing address. Everything completely free, no shipping, no handling. We're gonna take care of it all. But you have 48 hours to respond, or else I spin again and give somebody else a chance. All right. So without further ado, here is our magic wheel of names, guys. I got all your names up there. Again, it looks less, but you know what? The thing about this giveaway, Rafa, was that it was a lot of the usual suspects, which I liked. I mean, I love getting new people in, but it was kind of cool that it really felt like personal, this one, because I probably have spoke to almost everybody on this wheel. So I really like that. So it's cool to give away my birthday present to a friend of mine.
Somebody that we know. Yeah, that's cool.
So here we go. Let's spin it. Good luck to everybody. Here we go, guys. I'm really excited.
We should have some music playing while this is going.
I know. CP Maniaci. Congratulations.
CP Maniaci.
Yeah, this is Chris. Chris Maniaci. I know he lives down in Florida. Chris Maniaci was my first manager in the restaurant business.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he watches the show. His brother Sal watches the show. He's a big fan. Always ton of support. So congratulations, Chris. You're the winner.
Congratulations, my man. Awesome.
But thank you to everybody for participating.
Stay tuned. We got more coming.
Stay tuned. We got more coming, guys.
We got another one coming up real soon.
Real soon, guys. We have a lot of fun doing it, and we just love taking care of you guys because you always take care of us.
I'll tell you what, after our first NazioNapoli post Italy match, I think it's gonna be. Are we coming on Monday? Are we gonna wait till Monday? Right, we're gonna Friday matches. Yeah. So Turkey Italy is Friday. That kicks off Euro 2020.
Right.
We'll come on Monday again next week, and we'll discuss the match, and we'll discuss all the Napoli players, because by Monday, every Napoli player will have played in one match. I think Monday's slate of matches are teams that don't have anybody on Napoli, so that's a good thing. Right. So Monday we'll be able to talk about Italy. We'll spend a lot of time on them, and then branch off to Belgium, Poland. I think Monday there are teams with Napoli players, but we'll be on after those matches are over so we can discuss them, right?
Yes,
so it's Belgium. We got Belgium, Slovakia, Poland,
Spain,
obviously Italy and Spain, right?
Macedonia.
Macedonia, of course, Macedonia. How could I forget
Macedonia, bro?
How could I forget Macedonia? That Ralphie's second nation.
Right, yes. Italy will
No.
play 2 games, one Friday, one Saturday.
No, they don't play
see.
back to back. No.
Right.
It's Italy. It's Italy. Turkey, Italy is Friday, and then their next match is Wednesday against Switzerland. We'll be on for that too. We'll be on post match for that.
Yeah, we'll probably do a couple post match, guys. We'll keep you
We'll do a
informed.
post match for that, and then on Sunday is Italy Wales. So we'll probably be on for that too. So
yes, we
Yes.
got Friday was Italy, Belgium, and like you said, Belgium will be a Saturday game. We got Mertens there. Sunday, Macedonia plays. So we'll see. We'll see
Right,
almost
and I
there. And then
believe
Monday
is Poland and Spain, right?
Yeah, Poland plays Slovakia. Spain will play Sweden. And
All these matches on ESPN Plus, mind you. ESPN Plus is doing a lot of very, very in-depth stuff for the Euros, so check it out. Matteo Bonetti and Mark Donaldson will be an announced team for the group stage, and they will be doing Macedonia's group. So look for, if you want to see Elmas and Pandev in action, with I believe Slovakia is in that one too. Isn't Slovakia in that group as well?
With who?
With Macedonia. Matteo and Mark will be
yes.
No.
Slovakia,
My fault. That's
Slovakia's with
Ukraine,
Poland,
Netherlands,
Spain.
and Austria. That's right. That's right.
Slovakia is paired with Poland, Spain, and Sweden.
Right, and then North Macedonia have Ukraine, Netherlands, and Austria. So check out Mark and Matteo there. And that's the last you'll see Matteo with ESPN, as he is moving on to bigger and better things.
Yes.
Hint. Not gonna give it away, but hint. So
hint.
Yes, sir.
Hint.
All right, so let's talk just a little bit about how we've been doing in these international breaks, because I got to tell you, man, Italy, before they decided to choose their 26 players, had a match against San Marino, and Politano comes in at halftime and gets 2 goals like right away. So there's that. Politano stunning for Italy.
Right.
You know, I mean, yeah, it's San Marino.
Gets to sit at the home. Gets to sit on his couch and watch them now. That's great.
He gets to go to. He gets called up to Ibiza. You know.
Seriously.
What are you gonna do, man?
What are you gonna do, man? Poor Politano. It's all right. At least we keep nice and healthy at home. It's fine.
Sure. Right.
Nice and healthy.
You know, and then from there, you know, Italy 7-0 against San Marino, like I said. Actually, Meret came in, and so did Di Lorenzo to play. Cragno was the starter. Meret came in. Di Lorenzo came in for Mancini. Politano scored 4-0 and 6-0, I believe. No, it was 3-0. 3-0 and 6-0, but like right away as he came in for Moise Kean. He came in from Moise Kean. 2 guys that didn't make the team. Before that, I think it was the day before that, or 2 days before that, or maybe it was the day after. Mexico played against oh man, who was it that Mexico played against? Iceland. Mexico played Iceland.
Yeah. I was like one of those Nordic teams.
Right. That was on Saturday the 29th, and that's a match of note, because Chucky Lozano did not start that match. He came in the 63rd minute. They were down 1-0 Mexico to Iceland, and Lozano gets a 73rd and a 78th minute goal, 2 goals, man of the match, 8.9 rating from FootMob, 2 goals for Mexico. Boom, winner. I urge everybody to go check those highlights out. I think we posted them on our Twitter, so that was pretty cool to see as well. You know. And then just a whole bunch of friendlies throughout the week. I mean, you look at Italy's group, Switzerland scraped by the USA the next day, 2-1. That's in Italy's group. Turkey had to come from behind too. I believe Turkey lost their match actually. No, they won, but they didn't impress. And then they had to play Guinea on Monday the 31st, and that was a 0-0 draw. So Italy's group, not very impressive. You know,
Mm-hmm.
there was a lot of really sloppy play from Turkey in that one. Tuesday the 1st, we're looking at a bunch of different friendlies here. Again, North Macedonia. That was the match where Elmas scored. That was
Right.
a crazy goal too. Where Slovenia ended up getting an equalizer like in the 90th minute, but Elmas comes in the 81st minute, and then I'm sorry, Elmas was subbed off. Was subbed off in the 81st minute, but in the 55th, he scored this goal that was just amazing. That kid's gonna really do a lot.
He's like the
Right?
Macedonian dude. He's that dude right now on that team. He's that dude.
He's that dude for you. He is that dude. Yeah, you're
for
right.
Macedonia. For Macedonia, he's that dude.
Nah. I'll give him his props.
Listen, he got more. He got some growing to do. All right, let's not. I'm not pinning him as an all-star, but
Right.
I just say keep your eye on him. I think he's gonna. He's gonna raise a lot of heads.
He's young. I think he has a lot of maturing still left to do when it comes
definitely.
to his play. But I mean, it's clear that he's a talented young man, and that was a match that he was in for 81. I'm sorry. 81 minutes. He got subbed off. But also in the same day was Slovakia, Bulgaria, and Lobotka played for 81 minutes as well. Nothing really to note there, of course, because he's just not doing it, man. It's just so like that's a midfielder that we were looking like really forward to, and Matic Hamsik really kind of like beefed up to us and just really fell flat,
Look at it.
Hot take: Elmas has the second worst haircut on the squad behind Fabian. I might have to agree with that.
You got to come see your boy right here. Come see Respo.
I'll fix everybody.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Everybody has a problem. I'll fix them all.
We'll definitely be the sharpest squad on the pitch. I'll tell you that much.
That's for sure. We are sharp, dude. Yeah, we will be. I mean, did you see the squad selection? Insigne clearly had if you look at the team photo, Insigne clearly has the best cut and beard. That's because they have a sharp barber, bro. Their barber is pretty sick. Poland played. Poland played also. Zielinski did not play though. And then there was a lot of other stuff too. I mean, Belgium played. Everybody played. Nobody really did anything of note except for the 4-0 win for Italy against the Czech Republic, where Lorenzo Insigne was, for me, man of the match. 100%. 100% Insigne was the man of the match. He got a goal on his birthday, on his 30th birthday.
Yes.
He had some amazing touches. He was just, for me, was just lighting it up. He was my man of the match for that.
Raff, I got a couple questions in the chat. I want to take those before we go. I have to get out of here soon.
Yes.
Going to watch the game. Starting 11 for Friday. I like Pasquale's question. I like Alfonso. Let's start. I'll start with this. Rafa, I'm going to let you fire away here. I would love to know. Alfonso asked us, I would love to know you both have you starting 11 for Friday.
Okay, so Donnarumma in goal. I'm going to go with on the left. You're putting me on the spot. You're going to have to, I think you're going to have to see Spinazzola on the left and Florenzi on the right with Chiellini, and I would go Chiellini and Bastoni in the middle. I think Bonucci got hurt, and I don't really know what his status is. I'm not sure they're going to take a chance on him starting. I think Chiellini gets to start. Chiellini's a captain. He's got the experience. He's the motivator. He's not bad. He's still pretty decent. Can't take that away from him. So I'm going to say Spinazzola, Bastoni, Chiellini, and Florenzi on the right. Midfield for me is Jorginho, Barella.
Okay.
And if Verratti is not ready, you throw Locatelli in there.
Okay.
For sure. And then Insigne and Chiesa on the flanks and Immobile starting for me. I think, Immobile got a goal. He's been getting a couple goals lately. So hopefully, even, granted they were tap-ins or they were, deflections or what have you. It's still confidence boosting. And let me tell you another thing. Italy has no problem scoring goals. Everybody's talking about the striker position and all this stuff. Dude, I don't care who's playing in the striker position because Italy are going to score goals. Barella scores. Jorginho scores on penalties. Verratti scores. Insigne scores. Chiesa scores. Bernardeschi even gets the goals in. The goals come from everywhere. Italy in 30 matches have 29 different goal scorers. So for me, the problem is not where the goals are going to come from. They're going to come. Maybe for me, the center backs are a little shaky, but honestly, everybody kind of has a shaky center back situation right now. Holland is not in the best shape. England might have the better of the center back, positioning. France possibly too, but I think Italy and has a problem that everybody has, and that's their defense. A lot of goals are being scored. Italy's going to score a lot of goals in this tournament. Watch, mark my words. They're going to score a lot of goals. These guys are together, man. Dude, after watching that Czech Republic game,
yeah.
I mean, I get 2006 vibes. I do, because that team, you could see that team had two friendlies in March of 06, and it was against Holland and Germany, and they beat Holland 4-1 and Germany 3-1. And you could just see the camaraderie that they had. And I feel like that's exactly what we have right here, right now. Yeah.
Rafa, one more question here, and then we got to cut out soon. But can we talk about the variety show announcement of the team? In one sense, it was quintessential Italian TV, but I don't need to see the Azzurri like that.
Well, if the Azzurri are going to be like that, then they better win this thing, because they I feel like this is quintessential Italian TV. So in Italy, this is normal. Right. I've watched enough Rai to know that this is normal behavior in Italy. This is what they all want to see. Was it cringe? Yes, it was very cringe. And but hey, Italians, when it comes to their television, sometimes it's just cringe. I wasn't a fan.
The rap part.
Yeah. Oh yeah. With Clementino. Yeah. I wasn't too much of a fan of their having everyone there and then announcing the team as soon as the program went off the air. They announced the team, and now these three players that were still lingering on had to leave.
Right.
You think I think so. I think they did.
Who's getting picked?
I think they did.
That sucks. Palatino had to sit there and smile the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, there's a chance that they didn't. But why put them through all that? I think that would have been messed up. If I were them, I would have just. If I were the team, I would have said, "Listen, here's the deal. This is my 26. You, and you. I'm sorry. Thank you so much. We'll see you for World Cup qualifying. You're part of our plans. You know what I'm saying." Right. But we're gonna go with this 26, and you guys will be sitting out, and then don't come on TV. Announce the squad on TV without those players. Fine, no problem. But don't have them come on the TV and then put it. That was a little cheesy. But at the same time, I haven't really heard a lot of pushback from those players that were cut. So whatever. As long as they're all cool with it and okay with it, then it's fine. But I really do think that this team has a lot of chemistry together. They really do. I can see them going pretty far in this thing. We're at 12-1 odds too, which is crazy. People are not giving us the time of day, and good.
Why is that? Why?
I don't really know. I don't really know, man. Because, dude, I can't tell you. I don't know. Maybe it's because we don't have the swagger of France or the total football of Holland or the English or the youth of England. And look at what we've done. We're 27 games unbeaten. 27 games unbeaten.
Who counts out Italy in an international tournament?
Mancini has managed 30 Italian matches. 30. And he's only lost 2 of those. The stats are incredible. Incredible. I'm gonna pull it up right now real quick as we're ready to leave.
Yeah.
30 matches, 21 wins, 7 draws, 2 losses, 73 goals for, 14 goals against.
That's right.
Come on. We haven't lost a match.
Underdogs.
We haven't lost a match since September 10th, 2018. We have 18 shutouts, 18 clean sheets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row. 7, 8. 8 of our last 9 were shutouts. Come on.
Enough said.
Come on.
Let's get a big Forza Napoli in the chat, guys, before we go. Let's do this. And maybe a little Forza Italia in there, too, if you like,
Forza
man.
Napoli,
Let's
Forza
show some love to
Italia.
Italy
Let's
here.
go.
Forza FNS and FI, I guess.
Yeah.
FI, guys. Let's go.
FIS. Forza Italia sempre. Let's do it.
There we go.
Show us some love, guys.
Show us some a little love, guys. Thank you for coming back. You know, we'll be here next week. It might not be as consistent, you know, every week again, just for the summertime. We'll definitely come when things break and stuff.
Yeah,
like
we're definitely gonna come when things break. We're gonna come. We're gonna cover the Euros. We're gonna cover them.
That's for you, Serena.
Might as well.
Forza Napoli sempre. Thank you, Giuseppe,
players
for
are out
stopping
there.
by. Joe Reese, Forza. Hit us up, Joe, if you got something to add about Wales that you'd like to see on the show. You know, we're more than happy to take that information. Pasquale,
Italy Wales next Sunday. Italy Wales next Sunday.
If you know a little something, a little something on the inside. Forza Napoli, Forza Italia.
Yes.
Small group in here tonight, but thank you for coming, guys. Congratulations to Chris for being the winner of the birthday extravaganza here. I'll hit you
Happy
up
birthday
soon.
to Ralph. Happy birthday to Ralph Pizarro.
Thank you for everybody who hit me up
Thank
on
you.
Twitter. Rosemary, you know, Mama hit me up. So, big heart
she
for
did.
you. Rosemary
Yeah, she did.
Rispo.
Yes,
Wayma, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
The family loves you. The family
I
loves
love
you.
them back. I love them back. I can't wait to come see you guys soon.
Rocco and Paulie
make it
say
happen.
happy birthday. So does Allie.
Thank you.
They all
Thank
say happy
you.
birthday.
Thank you. Send my love. Thank you, Giuseppe. Thank you. But let's get on out of here. Guys, Forza Napoli sempre. We'll see you again soon. All right.
Forza Napoli. Forza Italia. Ciao.
Ciao.